But tell me something. When you get a new class, they are you. You should have you know party. You alone have that style, they are you know party. When you get a new class, they are you should have you know party. You alone have that style, they are between the England and you know party.
Yo, Locker Room family, what's going on? Wagwan. If it's Friday, you know it's all about one thing and one thing only. The Locker Room Live on Instagram. Shout out to Jules.Julie. Shout out to Brian Shehu. Let me reduce this noise. I'm just in a dancehall kind of mood today. I just feel like redeemed. Unajua, nimepita mahali hapo nje nikasikia msaki ambaye Wagwan Rasta ikaniingia. So I'm in that kind of vibe. So I'm gonna be playing a lot of dancehall, just taking us back as we do our IG live today. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in already. I'm seeing Jules.Julie. I can see Brian Shehu. I can see Mohammed Abu 91. I can see Nyambu Murithi. So today it's supposed to be. Is this thing too loud? Guys, tell me if this thing is too loud. It's supposed to be a Champions League and Europa League. Champions League and Europa League review. Hey? Pale nimetoka hizo R na L's. So Kambia Challenge. So I hope you guys have had a good week. Tell me if you had a good week. My name is Chris Muratha. I normally host one half of the Locker Room duo with Sami Wamae. Akomali I think Saino anaingia mtani curfew. But I'm here with you guys. I'm supposed to have a live with Mohammed Abubakar and Elijah Uko. So I don't know whether Moha is ready. Moha, I don't know that you're ready. I want to invite you. Moha, kindly send me an invite. We are waiting on Elijah Uko as well. Elijah ni msema looks. Lazima atengeneza eyelashes. Atoe wanja sema looks. Lazima atese. So Elijah will be with us shortly. But shout out to Sharon Rugi. Shout out to Nyambu Murithi. Shout out to Mohammed Abu. Shout out to Brian Shehu. Shout out to Jules.Julie. In fact, Jules was the first one. Shout out to all of you. Like I said, today is just a Europa League and Champions League review, predictions, brief analysis, and our opinions on how basically the week went. Tuesday, Wednesday we had Champions League second legs for the quarterfinals. Thursday we had Europa League quarterfinals second legs, where I feature with my beloved Man United, and I feel like it's gonna be a good show. So, like I was asking, guys, tell me how your week has been. Mine has been pretty good, pretty decent. Not a lot to talk about. Just trying to stay away from the rain and stay away from this COVID. This vid is real. So stay safe, guys. Like I said, I'm in a rhythm kind of vibe today. Old school rhythm, old school dancehall. Kama kuna, if you are a late 80s baby, what's wrong with my time today? Remember, if you're a late 80s baby, early 90s baby, you relate to this dancehall. You relate. There was an event called Uptown Thursdays at Resorts, which was held every Thursday. Jimani was a pioneer of that. DJ Jimani, shout out to you. Shout out to DJ Nraf. Shout out to DJ Wesley. You guys contributed to a big part of my growing up. High school, late high school, actually post high school campus days into university. So haya, Mohando huyo ametuma request. Let me see. Ndio hiyo. I've accepted. Moha kunaendaje? Abubakar is in the house. Mzito, vipi?
My guy.
Your audio today is on point. Hiyo audio yako leo imeweza.
It's on point.
Leo umeperform. Last time ulichoma audio yako ilikuwa chini.
Yeah. I had to make sure audio leo sibahatishi.
Kama
vile jana
tubahatisha. Ukoje?
Uko salama. Bro, habari ya lockdown.
Lockdown iko sawa bwana, nikunaona tunanona tu hapa.
Bana mimi nimerudi kwa lockdown bro.
Baze, uko kwetu sasa?
Nisharudi. Niko area.
Ulirudi vipi? Uko na pass Wewe ule mzito.
Mimi ule mse bro.
Yaani after Matiang'i ni wewe. Ndio wakusema hizo street. Ndio wakusema. Haya.
Niambie lakini bro.
Ngoja niingize hii nyanga wengine leto Elijah hapa. Nimetuma request. Wacha ingia hapa sasa hii. Kuja hapa mpige gumzo. Ameniambia mshaongea.
Fire leo.
Leo ni moto. Lazima hivi. I hope mmecharge masimu. I hope mko na bundles, wifi. Leo ni ngori. Huyu jamaa wewe boss.
My guy.
Representing Buddha. Buddha kwanza nimekamna ubaya, ulikuwa una ufala sana.
Ngoja kwanza Elijah, umefanya reveal yani ya sura yako. You've done a reveal. Ushasikia scratch to reveal.
I'm a top man.
Hey,
Scratch to reveal.
Scratch to reveal mtu wangu. Ni aje? Nice to see you, man.
Iko freshman.
No, mpaka kamera.
Happy as you can see.
Kawaida, you can
like. Ni muhimu mzee.
Ila lazima pesa, unamjua. Karibuni sana my guys. To have you guys here. We were supposed to have both of you here 2 Fridays ago. Ila lakini Kenya Power akamwacheze kama hao. Mohana yeye alisema
imagine ile hata Champions League yote na Europa. Hiyo Europa ilibidi ninunue bundles mzee.
Ndio follow pole man. Hiza. Alafu unajua Steven Watt Steven Watt kaona tumia simu inaitwa Infinix. Joeni mso Infinix. So juu mazee ukijaribu kuona game na bundles bro. Ndio unatumia hivi.
Unasikia venye niko clear. Buda unaona venye niko clear. How dare you say this is Infinix?
Hizo ni simu mbili. Hiyo tumeka kamera mbili brother. Hizo si kamera mbili mtu wangu. Unafikiria sioni light hapa kando. Acha ujinga.
Wapi.
Anyway, Moha Abubakar Elijah
huko bana sote hapa.
Watu wako na studio mlijipanga. But then Moha, first of all, before we even go on, we have to recognize mko Ramadan sahi. Shout out to you. How has it been, man, with the lockdown and Ramadan same time?
Yeah, man, it's all good, man. It's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Ala mbele itabidi.
Allah mbele bro, Allah mbele.
Muhimu. And that's why we gave you some more time. Unajua lazima kwanza ungemaliza iftar, then ukama hapa utujoin.
Ndio. Ndio nikakuuliza mara mbili.
Saa ngapi?
Ungeniambia saa moja nikamwambia
haingeweza, no chance. Karibuni sana. Thank you so much for having you guys here. Today tunaongea, like I sent you the rundown. It's all about the continental competitions. We all know what happened midweek, Europa League, Champions League. So we'll put a lot more emphasis on Europa League because unajua hapo ndo si tuko. Sisi ndo meza yetu, sisi watu wa VIP, sisi ndo watu wa regular. Sisi watu wa regular tuko na session yetu. So it's going to be 2 episodes, 2 parts. The first 1 hour is Champions League, then the next 15 minutes Europa League. No wait, the first 30 minutes Champions League. Naangalia watch 30 minutes Champions League, 30 minutes Europa League. Hiyo siko sawa. Before we start
Europa League respect.
Lazima inadid its own session.
Buda hata ungeka 1 hour ama 45.
Ama 45. By the way, but unajua sisi wale
talking about the Champions League mzee.
Sisi watu hapa nao
unajua it's a waste of time.
Unajua wala tu wanakuanga nje ya club ndio uongea mingi.
Unajua kuna possibility ya team kubwa kufika finali, team mbili kubwa kufika finali Europa bro.
Kuna likelihood kubwa.
Acha ujinga Buda.
Watu washaanza kutusi hapa. Na mmekuja na squad yenu.
Ukusikia tunafika Champions League mzee.
Mmekuja na
kichapo na tunawapatia pale finali mzee. Acha tumazane kwanza na Unai.
Acha niwaambie hivi you guys, the two of you the amount of traffic I have. Inaonyesha hapa 9 guys lakini huku wenye wamejoin huku haija update hapa juu bado. Maze kuna traffic. Asanteni sana. Najua hivi ni squad zenyu nyinyi wote.
Naona majina hiyo.
Ni watu wenyu hao.
Wewe Buda, Kopiro iliisha mzee. Labda Chris Darling tournament mzee na iko poa je. Ama Cleo Malala Cup.
Ndio waziri. Utambuya Salim waziri.
Salim ako poa by the way. Salim tunaweza. By the way tunaweza ongea Salim.
Anyway, let's get started. I can't big up all these guys because there are so many, but all of you who joined, asanteni sana. Shout out to all of you. Nyinyi wote. Tunawapenda nyinyi wote. PSG Bayern. That's the first game we start with. PSG walipeana sweet revenge. We all know they lost Bayern in the final last year. And for me, I felt like I actually hoped PSG were going to win, but I thought Bayern were going to win. My mind was telling me Bayern, but my heart was telling me PSG because I was like, Mazi, they've come close last year. Their owner is one of the best owners you'll ever have in world football, Kelaifi. He's always in the dressing room. He's always with the players, training ground. He's such a good owner to have. They've spent all this money. All this money they've spent. The Ibrahimovic, the Cavani's, the Lavezzi's, the Neymar's, the Mbappe's. All these guys have been signed by PSG, man. So I was like, it's about time they win this thing. But before we even go on, guys, what's your opinion on how both legs went? Let's just start there. I'll start with you, Elijah. What's your opinion on how both legs went?
Yo, to be honest, I didn't watch the first leg, man.
Sawa, kuna shida. Where from what you had?
Just like, but I watched the highlights.
Ile uliona kwa Nairobi. Tuambie, ile ulisoma kwa Nairobi tuambie.
Yo, I watched the highlights and I saw the stats. To be honest, football is a cruel game.
It is a very cruel game. Bayern.
Imagine Bayern walifanya ile stuff, unaenda kwa club, unakatia dem.
Unambaya drinks.
Unambaya madrinks.
Unambaya food.
Kuna mjamaa na kamdaka 1 2 3 mzee.
Wanakujanga 4:30. Wanakujanga 4:30
amepita na yeye.
Anaenda nayo.
Ameenda na yeye. So yenyewe kusema kweli, these guys did their best.
They had 31 attempts.
They played well.
31
chances.
Attempts,
And this is typical of Arsenal, by the way.
All right. Similar to
Bayern.
It's an Arsenal flaw that we used to have a few years back. We used to create a lot of chances against Manchester United, but we don't capitalize on them. And it just goes to show, Bana, you can have all the chances, have the possession, have the stats, but if you're not clinical enough,
I'm sorry.
Get home.
Especially at that high level, Sindio?
Yeah, I mean, this is a Champions
League. At that high level, man,
you have to capitalize. One chance, one goal.
Yeah.
Period. We don't care if you guys have the best defense, you have the best striker. No. It's one chance, one score with your dick.
Yeah, man, bora ingie.
It's a goal.
Yeah,
bora ingie.
Bora ingie. Bora si mkono. Bora si mkono. Kama niyo mkono ingine ni sawa. Niyo mkono ingine kifunga ni sawa. Bora ingie. Moha. I don't know actually which team you are rooting for, but I mean Bayern, man, they had 31 attempts first leg. They had more attempts in the second leg, but PSG in the second leg had more opportunities, more clear-cut chances. But Bayern were missing a ton of players. Gnabry, Lewandowski, Goretzka. Those are key players. Like in PSG was missing quite a number of players. Verratti wasn't there. Who else? Marquinhos missed the second leg. They had the Bernat, first choice left back, was not there. Zao, another option, was not there. They had to play a second choice right back, a fourth choice left back, and a fourth choice center midfielder. So they did what they had to do considering the circumstances. So do you feel like PSG were good value for their win? And do you feel like now guys should start taking them more seriously in Europe?
Yeah, I think so. Because like you said, our jamaa wamekuwa target Champions League, man, from a while back now. Yeah. So you can tell that the owners of the club really want this Champions League title.
Yeah.
And as far as the two legs go, I think PSG did the job in the first leg.
The first leg.
They were clinical. They did not have the most chances, but they were clinical. And European ties, most of the time, if you are away and you take care of the first leg, you score many goals, you always have a chance.
You should be true.
And I think Bayern Munich, the fact that they were missing Lewandowski immediately after the international break, kidogo iliwatupa off guard. Kidogo. And Serge Gnabry, I think he's unwell or he has COVID or something. I'm not sure. So you could tell, yani, up front kidogo, Choupo-Moting unajua anahitaji kama chance 5 afunge moja.
Choupo-Moting si wanasema ni Adebayo mwenye ameomoka.
Buda tupate Choupo-Moting respect.
Choupo-Moting ni Adebayo ameomoka Buda.
Two games against PSG amefunga bao 2. Respect.
Let me tell you, even if you put my own mother, if you put my own mother kwa hiyo forward line ya PSG, 31 attempts, haiwezi kosa funga moja. Hata funga moja. Haiwezi kosa.
Eli, it's not much about chances he got. It's also positioning, bro. Most of the
he
time,
didn't get many calls kwa wrong play.
Exactly. Hakuwa yani wasoma game sana kama vile normally
why you do
wanasoma game.
Yo, but guys, come on, man. Yo, we are taking a fish to climb a mountain. Come on. Iwezi. This guy punched above his weight, getting 2 goals against PSG.
But I'm just saying,
nigga tried.
For Bayern level. For Bayern level.
Nigga tried.
It's not good enough.
He tried. He scored his goals. Yeah. But again,
the problem is that we're comparing him to Lewandowski.
Yeah, that's the problem. That will always be a problem.
See, if is here, okay, except by Lewandowski. But Chupo, man, Chupo is a KPL player.
He's a KPL player, yeah.
Chupo is a KPL player. Not as bro. But I'm thinking about
your second choice striker to Lewandowski, bro. Lazima ukubali hiyo pressure.
Lens, kuna
when you're called upon, but then again, angalia, sita fault Chupo entirely, because how can Bayern Munich concede 3 goals at home, bro?
Yeah, that's a whole other story.
That's another point.
Yeah.
You know, and I think they had a good enough defense, yani. If you think about it, Najwa Sule alitoka midway through the first leg, alitoka kaingia Boateng. I mean, they were okay, but still,
the manner in which PSG kept catching them out on the break in dangerous situations.
On the break,
kuna counter na kuna counter zile watu wenyu wako. Unajua kuna zile counter unaweza shikwa, bado you have a few guys back. But kuna zile PSG wako na 2 versus 1, 3 versus 1. Unashanga
yes. Unajua the thing with PSG, bro, the attack. There's a day Mbappe will just turn up, bro.
Yeah.
There's a day Mbappe will just turn up. There's a day Neymar will just turn up.
Just show up.
Maria will just be
will just turn up.
It's just too much.
It can be too much.
It was the Mbappe show.
Pause.
Second leg was Neymar.
What did you mention? Di Maria.
Focus.
That guy's performance. That guy's performance, Juicy. Was quite similar to the performance he gave us when Real Madrid won the La
Decima.
That guy.
He was
only at some point, ukuona at some point in the second leg, ilibidi watu the left back akabidi wamweke Alaba amshike Di Maria.
Ilibidi. He was playing midfield. Ilibidi. They had to switch it up.
Lakini Alfonso was playing like Kolasinac, man.
Ilibidi. Di Maria was ripping this guy apart. He was ripping him apart.
It was bad, Alfonso was terrible.
They had a very good game. But anyway, so they're facing a City side who also made it through a tricky tie, but it's a tie we all expected them to win. BVB were 6th, 5th Bundesliga. They had just lost the previous weekend before they met City in the first leg. So BVB City inapaisumbue City, to be honest. City are runaway Premier League leaders. We all expected them to get the job done. But Moha, I don't think we expected it to be as difficult as it was.
Exactly.
2-1. We didn't think it would be that close.
Umenisoma, bro. Because I'm shocked that Yani BVB gave them a game.
They gave them a proper game.
Yeah. Yes. So going into the semifinals, I know we'll talk about it, but
yes.
He will have to like regroup, replan or something his tactics. Because PSG, my friend,
it's a whole other ball game.
It's a whole other ball game. But De Bruyne alicheza first leg, sio?
Alicheza game zote. He scored even in the first leg. Yeah, he scored in the first leg.
I have to give it up to them, because given their history in the Champions League, Man City. Okay. Given their history and how they've been knocked out in previous seasons, the fact that Marco Reus scored the leveler in the first leg, and they still went on to find a winner. Yeah, and then again in the second leg,
they went behind.
It was a weird situation again, because they went behind with goal difference and all that.
Yeah.
To keep calm and try and find that goal. I have to give it to them, because for Man City, it's been mentally also psychological. Mentally.
Spot on. I agree.
So I have to give it to them, Apo.
Wamejaribu. Elijah. I'm not sure whether you watched the second leg, City and Dortmund. But kuna kijana anaitwa Bellingham That kid was born in 2003, you get. In 2003, nilikuwa form 1.
Wewe ni mzee, wapi wife na watoi? Unasikia makelele kwa background.
Ndio wale
with me. Bro, what are you doing here with me?
Na mimi vile naficha mtoi wangu mmoja tu hapa, kumbe wewe hata sitashangaa ukikuwa na
mimi niko na wengine undisclosed. Niko na undisclosed in this streets. Sijawaja kuwa identified. We focus on the story. We.
Yo.
Jude Bellingham.
Manze 203 nilikuwa class 3 jo. Ulikuwa form 1.
Class 3 gani? Wewe heshima.
Wewe umefanya ile system ya kitambo.
Wewe class 3 umekuwa kidai ndevu, acha ujinga. Unatuambia nini hapa? Hiyo ndevu zimepaka sasa hivi vitu tukiona, acha ufala. Sasa paka kivi kwa wewe. Focus. Now. Bellingham, wewe nini mbona tuongee stories? Wacha ujinga. So anyway, Bellingham scored a very good goal. Foden scored a very good goal. These are two teenagers playing at the highest level of club football, and they both had very good performance. In fact, Foden scored home and away. He scored first leg, scored second leg. Both goals were winners. Very well taken goal. Bellingham's goal, in fact, Bellingham should also have had 2 goals. His first goal was disallowed in the first leg. Wrongly disallowed. So what does this mean about the future of English football? Because if you look at Foden, Bellingham, Saka, Greenwood, Grealish, although he's a bit older, you know, it looks like there's like a vibe coming up on the English scene. Elijah, do you think, like, you know, in a few years, if these kids are managed well, England could be a problem?
Okay, there are 4 things in the past decade, let's say since the turn of the century, the top 5 teams in Europe, the countries in Europe, that's Spain, Italy, Germany, France, either in Portugal, have either won the World Cup or won the Euros.
Yes.
All right. So I think it should be England's time to eventually win either the World Cup or the Euros in the foreseeable future. And they should really win the Euros, because right now there were 4 things that were the Achilles heel for English teams. The pressure, they didn't have technical players,
management,
disunity,
in
terms of
your club rivalry.
You know, remember, like in the early 2000s, we had a Arsenal, Liverpool Manchester rivalry. These guys couldn't even eat together.
I saw that interview. Lampard talked about it. Also, Terry and Ferdinand, they've all admitted that was a problem.
As in Arsenal, Liverpool,
they hung out together.
They couldn't sit down together, and that was a huge problem. But like yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw Nani's Insta story. Nani, the captain of Grealish.
Yes.
Grealish was bigging up Saka. That's massive.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's really massive. It shows the kind of unity that they have, you know, which is really great. And the other one was the young English players, one of being given a chance
at the top club
teams.
The
top club. That's Manchester United, Manchester City, Liverpool, Chelsea. Although Man City was not
City's a big club.
But you know, at Arsenal, Manchester United. But you guys were really good with the class of '92. At least you're giving guys chances. The English players, Chelsea, Liverpool. These guys weren't being given chances. Okay. And now fast forward, after the whole, you know, shake-up that they did, the FA did. Look at the players they have. They have Jude Bellingham. They have who can't even be called to the team.
Sancho.
Provisional squad,
Sancho bado hapo.
In fact,
Bellingham lakini alicheza hii last international break, sio?
If everybody's fit. If everybody's fit, Bellingham is not called. But now, you know, the guy has thrown a spanner in the works.
He's like, you have to consider this.
He's really good. He can play in the first team right now. And it's a real testament as for the growth of English football.
In terms of the academy, in terms of
the
homegrown,
the restructuring of the academies and everything. right now, if you look at Arsenal, if you look at Chelsea, if you look at Manchester United, the number of English players being given a chance is really tremendous.
But also, Elijah, let me tell you, even that is also because of COVID. COVID and also clubs not having the amount of money that they used to have 2-3 seasons ago. Club revenues have been dwindling.
Who do you guys buy now?
We don't have money. You can't buy anyone. So we have to look at our academy.
It's not about not having money. The other countries are not producing top talents like England are. To be honest, let's be honest. Yeah, that's true. Let's look at a country like Argentina. Argentina. Who can you name a young star from
Boca Juniors? Sisi hatujui.
Kitambo tungeza kuona kina Messi, kina
kwani Martinelli tulimjua. Martinelli hatukujua. We didn't know Martinelli until you guys went to sign him.
Yeah, we didn't know.
No one knew about him.
Martinelli is actually a gamble. Okay.
Martinelli is
exception.
Martinelli is
okay.
But you get your point. You get your point. But you get your point. On average,
you get my point.
Most the number they produce
from English clubs. Countries like Argentina, imeshuka. Brazil, it's not where they were a few years back.
Okay.
Yeah, so
it's a cycle.
I don't think
it's a cycle. It's an international cycle. So any cycle ya England kutoa top players at a certain level, at a certain age. I think that's their cycle now.
And they need to run away with this. They need to win at
trophy at this time. You should have manager Southgate Stambui. Aya Moha. Let's talk about Haaland. Southgate ako chini, Stambui Southgate ako chini. Let's talk about Erling Braut Haaland. Erling Braut Haaland. He's the hottest property.
He's gonna be the king of Manchester next season.
Wewe cheza chini. Wewe si Moha. Only to Moha. Only to Moha.
Nina kuacha.
Wewe Abu.
Hauna pesa bana kununua jana.
Bro tunaendea Cavani bro akata 33 bro. Hatuna kakitu bro. Hakuna do. Uko chini bro. Kwa Man U na serikali ya Kenya. Man U na serikali ya
Kenya. Kitambo mlikuwa mnasema this is Manchester. You gotta be specific.
Which one?
City or United?
Is it City or United? Moha, let me ask you this. Let's talk about Haaland for a little while before we move on to predictions. Haaland is the hottest property in Europe right now. Everyone wants his signature. And everyone was saying in the auditions, an audition here Pep, because Aguero is going, they'll have a vacuum. Stambui Jesus. Jesus is one of the poorest backups we've ever had in a top club.
I agree.
With data boy. Jesus, I just feel like
Sanogo.
Aqua backup. Backup aliwanga
yes, alikuwa backup.
Bana backup aliwanga
pointman.
Backup aliwanga umse wa Morocco anaitwaje?
Nani?
Ule boys wa advertisement ya Kenchi. Shamak.
Yeah. Good usio afadhali
wewe unajua Shamak alikuwa kwa advertisement ya Kenchi wewe unajua hivyo Shamak leo kichwa yake
manzo tulitoka abu cheki Moha tulitoka yani kwa Wiltord tukatoka kwa Kanu tukakam kwa Shamak na Sanogo
na Bentner wewe usao Bentner
yo Lord Bentner alikuwa fiti angalau
Kenya gori
Anyway,
so Moha, do you think Haaland, the audition went well? Do you think if you were Pep Guardiola, if you were Pep right now, watch home and away against you, do you think he has passed or he has failed that audition? Because he was very quiet. He was very quiet. In fact, kama ungejua ni Haaland, if you'd have just looked at it and then it was Investima Awase, you'd have thought it's a taller version of Timo Werner. Ungejua ni Haaland.
It's true. In fact, I wanted to mention it before. Vile Man City walimzima. Yani I was impressed.
You were impressed.
Up until this Man City match, I really thought this guy yani is unstoppable.
He's unstoppable.
But nimelania kwamba he needs to have a different style, a different approach also to his game. Anafaa kuwa flexible kidogo by the way. Kwa sababu yeye sana anapenda counter, being fed, vitu kama hizo. So he needs to improve some areas of his game. Like unaona kuna striker moja I really rate him, Lacazette. When things go bad, he really looks for a goal, you know. And there are many other strikers like that, but
who can offer much more
he will
than
learn.
just scoring. Yeah, but he's a kid. Let's not put too much pressure.
Scoring, exactly. He's a kid. He will learn, and that's why. In fact, I think his next move.
Yeah.
The timing of his move and where he goes will really determine how he continues to develop.
Progresses. So basically, I said Arsenal. Yeah, basically I said Arsenal. Anyway, moving on.
Just for him to be said. Asikuja huku wake wala.
Goja. Hola. I gotta say what's in my mind right now, okay? Goja, asende
Arsenal kufanya nini?
When was the last time striker wa Manuel alishinda Golden Boot?
Cheki. This is story ya Manu.
Van Persie, ilikuwa recently.
Bro, when was the last time?
Bro, Kibaki alikuwa rais.
Ni just 7 years ago bana.
Okay, sir.
Tunaongea about 15 and 16.
Anasema kushinda Golden Boot, si title. Golden Boot, striker of Manchester.
Golden Boot.
Buda ni Van Persie, bro.
Yeah, that was in 2013.
Kibaki alikuwa rais.
And then you dare talk over here.
Kibaki was the president, you guys. It's bad. It was bad.
Mafuta wewe petrol ilikuwa ngapi sasa?
Ilikuwa much? 92 baba ilikuwa ngapi? But I'll give you guys that. Honestly, I'll give you guys that in your period, in your worst period, you've still had players who are hitting 20 goals in the league. Sanchez, Ronaldo, Oba. So you guys at least in that respect, anyway, I'll give you.
And lifting trophies by the way, bro.
Cheza chini. Sawa. Haya, oye derby preview. Oya, uncle, focus.
Kuna mjamaa anaitwa hapa Grandpa Redman. You know, for a minute I thought it was Rodman. Kadhani hapa kwani ni last dance tena.
By the way, hebu soma hizi ma comments Chris. Soma hizi ma comments.
But hizi comments ni mingi mzee.
Kuna the Aida Waringa to join.
Aida Waringa.
Aida is here.
Aida Waringa, shout out.
Yeah, Aida is here.
I haven't seen her here. Shout out to Aida. How's Aida? How are you? It's been a while. It's been a post kitu. Aida, say something.
Amekusalimia.
Okay, these guys are
Chris Salamo.
These guys are so mean. Okay, let me start. Sawa, Moha, let me start. I know you're very big. Yeah, I said hi. Days, Chris Salam, let me start. Wow. Aya, all right. I'm starting. Half a date. Shout out to you. Brian Shehu anasema Chelsea in the semis and I foresee us winning. We'll talk about that, Brian. Stick around. Tembea Mombasani joined. Esma Tatman. Esmat Tatman. _Killion, shout out to you. Dennis Sakaki, always here. But then Dennis, your t-shirt is here. Another one. Doug Yegon, shout out to you. Harrison Muridi, shout out to you. Gerald Yator, shout out to you. Derek Mwangi, shout out to you. Brand Shehu anasema Eli toa hiyo kitu, hiyo jazi iko chini. Doug Yegon anasema Eli washa kamera. Vic Mutua is here.
Amenashanga sana na watu tumewapiga mabao 3.
Nani hao?
At our worst moment.
Ni Mchelsea huyo, si ndio?
Yeah.
Nimejua.
Yeah.
Ochuang Jackson.
Mtu wangu bado. Mimi nakwambia Chelsea, Man U point kila season ngapi?
Nasoma comments, relax. Sami Onditi, shout out to you. J Mills, shout out to you. King Junior, shout out to you. Slim Kenny, shout out to you. Dagegon anasema unaita watu wa Arsenal kuongelea Champions League.
I knew that was coming.
Yo, Dagi,
nishakwambia
we are beating Manchester United in the final of Europa. And we were making a comeback.
Host pia ni wa Manu. Host pia yuko.
Enye tungeanza na Europa tu bro Rosa.
Nilikuwa nakwambia 45 minutes.
Mafollowers wetu wanatoka bro.
Wanatoka basi.
Watu Arsenal na Man U.
Zedko Junior, David Tale, Dagegon, Austin Baja, akia watu ni wengi. Wow. Alji Concept, YCMM, Toto Karembo, Washuri Mushiri, Louis Nation, Loro Edward, Paul.
Toto Karembo is my sis.
Shout out to her.
Big up to her.
Paul Olaka Smith. Ati ni nani?
That's my sis.
Shout out to her, man. Shout out to her. Na karibu sana. Papa Ugutu, Selian Sele.
That's my boy. That's my boy of football.
Nice. Jean Rotich. I know you, Jean Rotich. Shout out for logging in. Mutuma Ken, Dagegon by the way anafaa pewe jazi. Dagegon nakupatia shati ya local. Nampatia shati ya local.
Lakini ni boys wangu mbaya, ni mzee wa Maniu.
Nampatia shati ya local bana, ni nice. Ana comment vitru. Ana bonga free, ana ni nice. Turi Tursha, wewe unajua ni boys wa maina hapa. Mtoto wa Karao, Miss Wayaki, Sin Kisanda, Joe akiawa Sin mingi. We Bosire Gakenya. Okay, you know what, all you guys, all of you Isha itaisha.
Endelea kwa Aida bro. Endelea kuscroll.
Aya, Vic Mark, Cheruto Kimayo, Atulo, Ian Zibo, Dagegon 430, Belanas, Ashraf Owan, Dennis Mwenda, Rakwaro Dual, Mikim, Yalade, It's Gesare, Chege Evans, Miss Anonymous, Grand Paredeman, Chamran, Grand Paredeman, Aida Waringa.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman is here. Aida Waringa once more, Emma J, Karema Kerama, Aida Waringa, Cristalamu, and then Mo J. Sawa. Woo! Hey, I have to drink.
Kunywa maji bro.
Hey, si maji lakini iko na maji kidogo.
Sawa.
Iko na maji kidogo ndani.
Hatujamaliza UCL.
Aya, UCL tunamaliza sasa. Predictions PSG Man City Oil Derby predictions. I like that.
Yo, I don't think Pep has the Arsenal to stop Mbappe and Neymar. That combination is lethal.
But those are just two players.
Goddamn.
They're just two players.
Those
City is a unit, man.
They have
City
a
is a
chemistry.
unit.
Hey, Mbappe, the chemistry that they have, I think PSG is ready. We also remember a few years back Tottenham with Pochettino knocked out Manchester City.
At Lyon last year.
Of course. Yeah. So of course now Man City look like they've matured, you know. However, it's gonna be a tough one. Tough one. You gotta have balls in order for you to progress. And if you watch the counterattacks, PSG, they are 1 foot in for me.
So for you, it's PSG.
It's just a matter of. And one thing I liked about PSG was their game management. In the previous seasons, they would have capitulated, but this time round,
game management,
they were composed. Neymar and Di Maria were showboating, man.
Well, the rest of the team,
thought it was.
You know what they were doing? Well, the rest of the team, iko nyuma in a defend. They gave Neymar and Di Maria and Mbappe a bit of a free role to express themselves. They're like, see, the rest of us, tutabaki tu nyuma. We are 3-2 up on aggregate. We don't need to do too much. We'll just sit back. The three of you, mjinice.
Inawasaidia na the pace at which they
the transition.
When they get the ball. Yeah.
Transition ball is sick, but the other you, you can play like you can take those
mara nyingi unaona Mbappe ana race na defender huku Di Maria na Neymar washamfikia as options.
Washafika.
All Mbappe has to do is just to beat that one.
Make the right decision.
And play in the
make
ball,
the right decision.
I noticed.
And also
from the first
I think PSG also took more that risk. They were more comfortable taking that risk because they knew Lewandowski is not there. They knew Gnabry is not there. And Goretzka is not there. So they were like, who you to promoting Namula, we can contain them. The rest of you, Mjibambe. So for you, Elijah is PSG.
PSG all the way, man.
Moha, Oil Derby, who goes through to the final? And remember, the internet will never forget.
I think it will be a tight game, both legs. But for me, it will really depend on who is fit for the matches.
You are seasoned pundit. You are seasoned pundit.
I think a full force Man City side with De Bruyne, Gundogan, Rodri, Sterling, Mahrez,
Foden.
Whoever they choose, if it's Foden, yes.
That'll be a problem. That's a tough one to call.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
A tough one to call.
Actually, I don't think it's going to be more of that.
I actually think PSG, a full fit squad at PSG will still have a weak defense compared to Man City.
Yes.
Yeah. And
I agree.
I would say PSG's goalkeeper has been outstanding. So if he turns up, he's the guy who will help them. but he doesn't. I think for me everything points out to Man City just nicking it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair play. All right.
Hey, that's bad, man. That's
switching
bad
gears quickly.
That's bad
We are
for football.
switching gears,
bro. It's bad for
in the
football.
UCL bila Messi. Hey, that's bad for football, bro.
Let me tell you, kama kuna mtu, if there's a soul on this earth who amekazia Man City, ni mimi. Mimi nimekazia hawa. I'm like someone somewhere. Please stop these guys. Fanyeni hivi. And then muone video ya Man U za Ole Gunnar versus Pep. Do what Ole Gunnar has been doing. Eka team exactly hivyo, wacheze exactly hivyo, toeni yao manyangao. Because these guys, if you are not careful, these guys are gonna win. They're gonna win a quadruple, you guys. They're not playing around. Ligi washabeba.
You know what?
Carabao watanyonga Spurs. Kesho wako na Chelsea FA Cup. We never know how that go. But if they beat Chelsea, for me, they're gonna win the FA Cup. Wakitoa Chelsea is done. I don't see anyone else. To see Atuko, it's just Soton and Leicester.
Yeah, but let's be honest. I mean, Manchester City haven't been that good when it comes to the FA Cup.
Yeah.
Look at
is a domestic cup. I'm sure one of them hawatashinda.
Arsenal tumewatoa kwa FA Cup.
Because you know now ashafika semi-final ya Champions League, and you know Pep always overthinks when it reaches this stage.
These stages.
So so I think for him atangalia priority, and if I'm assuming the league and the Champions League is where he'll really put all his
eggs.
Strength. Carabao ashafika final, so I think
you ashabeba. Correction. Si ati ashafika final, ashabeba. Anacheza na Tottenham.
Tulia. I mean, come on, Chris.
Tottenham.
Pep Guardiola has managed to equal the number of semi-finals for any particular coach.
8.
And that's more.
It was his 8th.
He had 8.
Yeah.
Now both of them have 8. Okay. I don't think Mourinho is going to die like a bitch
in the final.
He's not going to do that. No. He's not going to agree or accept rather that Jamaa anifikie kwa UCL. Alafu tena nipige kwa Carabao, a cup that Mourinho loves winning.
Yeah. It was his first cup actually in England.
No. You know, sometimes you have to pick a struggle, man. You don't have to be in form, but you have to come with the right mentality on that particular day.
Yeah, because it's just one game.
And that particular
Mourinho is good at that, by the way.
Cup,
one games. Game moja anakuanga.
Yeah. He has a way of just getting the players ready, and he needs to get that mojo back.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't get that mojo back, he's screwed.
He's done.
Tottenham are screwed.
Yeah.
I don't want Mourinho anaangalia. I don't want also.
Mourinho anaangalia ego yake na kukata ile. Anaangalia ego yake pia, anajua akienua ka trophy tu.
At least heshima itarudi.
Number 9.
Ni sawa. Itarudi.
Ndio hiyo.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot to play for. And hypothetically speaking, if Chelsea and City progress to the final, of which it's possible. I mean, it's possible. Chelsea have to do everything within their means to win this particular semi-final, because if they meet in the Champions League, wataundwa.
All right. Okay. Sawa.
Lakini kwa hii FA Cup, pick a struggle, die with one.
So for you, Eli, auoni wakibeba nne, auoni wakibeba quadruple, you don't see it. Mo, how do you see it?
Let's be honest. This team, if on paper, this is not the best Manchester City team.
I think a treble is possible.
Reality.
A treble is very possible.
But in reality, they have really surpassed expectations. Aguero is not there. They're playing well. Silva is no longer there. Gundogan stepped in, and he stepped in
very well.
In the defense, Company left. Diaz, he has been colossal.
He's been colossal.
The midfield, Fernandinho, he's not a youngster.
He doesn't get much, but Rodri and shift.
Yeah. And this season, we have just seen another side of Pep Guardiola that we haven't seen.
Yeah, playing more
to adapt.
He
has had.
Yeah. He has changed his game.
And that is. And look, this guy has used Foden this season, man.
Yeah, Foden. Hana choice. Silva is not there.
Yeah.
Ilibidi.
And Foden has performed.
Yeah, yes.
Unajua acha nikwambie kitu Chris. Another point, when you're talking about these English players. In the past, these young talents never used to make it in the first team regularly.
Like Elijah said.
Days,
yeah.
In these big 6 teams, you have at least 2-3 youngsters who are regular first
getting
11 players.
Yeah.
That has helped the English national team as well. And you have talented players who are playing for the, let me say, the lower sides in the league.
Yeah.
Kina Bellingham is a championship player bro, but akuogopa kutoka England kwa sababu hajachukuliwa na ameenda Dortmund at least.
Buddha, we are losing you, man. We are losing you. Hey, Neteo Jama Ngori. Is he back? More, there's something wrong with your net?
Yes, back.
As you try to sort it out, let me read some of these comments. Where were we? City, Grandpa Redman anasema City will lose because Guardiola will overthink his tactics like we had suggested. Richard Odongo, I see you. Asad Mawi, I see you. Dennis Sakaki anasema City just need KDB and Foden to continue firing on all cylinders. They'll pass, but if PSG can contain them, ni hivyo tu. Sawa Dennis, we see you. Dennis Sakaki tena amesema everyone in the EPL is against Man City winning the total haul. Of course we are. White Cup Baridi joined. White Cup Baridi ni nani? Brian Bright joined. Musa Amir, Amoke Moses, Rest Sourcing, BWM_Shiro, Kaptalal, Unacha. Shout out to Unacha. Hope you get better, mguu bro. Uliumia, pole sana. Matt Saisi joined as well. So Moha, you are saying your English players watasaidia national team eventually, but you hujatupia prediction yako pia ni Man City just to edge it, si ndio? Just to edge it. We Moha form. We ila boys wako form.
Mlikuwa mnaongea mbaya kuhusu Infinix.
Anabeba na vile hapa haijasumbua hata mara moja. Haya, tuendeleange ila Musa kidogo.
Hawa chinku wako poa.
Wako safi. Haya, Real Madrid Chelsea quickly. Chelsea got the job done versus Porto. We thought everyone knew that.
Real,
no, we all knew Chelsea were going to get the job done versus Porto. They conceded a very good goal.
Yeah.
For me, that is one of the goals of the Champions. Actually, for me.
Are you back?
More, we can hear you.
We can't hear you.
Wait, we can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
We can't hear you, you guy. Your audio is gone. Moha tukusikii. Moha tukusikii. So, I was telling you, hiyo bao ya jamani itoaje. This guy is called. I had written his name here. Sijui Terami, sijui alipiga bao safi. Ulichekio bao Porto.
Smoking.
Very good. Moha, we can't hear you. Hakuna. Restart. Zima urudi. Toka urudi. Just restart the whole thing. Just exit Instagram, then come back. Yeah, so Chelsea got the job done. Now they are playing Real Madrid. What do you think are Chelsea's chances? And actually, no, not even that. How do you rate their performances so far? Wamefika semis, you guys. Semi-finals. Thomas Tuchel. Wanamuita too cool. Too cool amefika semis mtu wangu. Did you see this happen?
Yeah. Once I saw the draw. With Porto, yeah, for sure.
However, what about Atleti? Walitoa Atleti, bro, convincingly. Walitoa Atletico convincingly.
Yo, let me tell you, for Atleti, they have a name, El Pupas. El Pupas, this guy. In modern terms, I would say they're wankers. Then they drop the ball. Yeah, they drop the ball when they don't need to drop the ball.
When they shouldn't.
Okay, yeah. And it's not something that is recent when we are talking about the 2 previous UEFA Champions League finals against Real Madrid. No, it's history. Back in the 60s or 70s, they had a chance of winning the European Cup, but they bottled it. Then the president labeled them El Pupas. That name has stuck.
Yeah.
So for me, ajamani El Pupas. They wanaweza kuwa na kila kitu. Hata unaona Kenya inafanyika kwa ligi.
They're choking.
Yeah, it's just Atletico Madrid. It's just them.
That's who they are.
It's just choking right now.
Yeah.
So for me, Chelsea and you've reached a point in a season where it's no longer about just the tactics.
It's about results.
It's no longer about the players you've got. It's about experience also. And it's about your mentality, you know, your mental strength. Having watched Real Madrid versus Liverpool, there's just something about that Real Madrid squad that is immaculate.
Yes.
Buddha at 33, how old is Modric?
35.
Almost 35. 35 there.
35.
And he's playing like a 29-year-old. You know, Cruz still has it in him. Casemiro, still the fighter. Benzema, man, that guy is like Ronaldo and Bale combined, man, right now. On a Beba team. Ramos wasn't there, remember?
Varane as well.
So, yeah. So they've gotten to a point where they didn't play with the right back.
Yeah.
They played with Valverde.
They played Valverde.
At Anfield.
And he's a midfielder.
At Anfield. Yeah, man. And he played well.
He played well.
Which was really good.
Yeah.
So, in Africa stage planning, it's the mentality.
And
Nika hapo local scene.
Yeah.
Gor Mahia itashinda hii title again and again because of the mentality. Wanajua scene.
Ndio wale wase.
Come here. You guys, Al Ahly, same thing. Come here, we beat you guys. Yeah. We don't care.
But what I'll say about Chelsea is that Thomas Tuchel has made them solid but not spectacular. He has made them effective but not entertaining. You understand?
Bro, I slept that game between your game between Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, that was a pathetic.
It was. Yeah, but they are solid. But they're a solid side. Whether you don't get chances against them. Hata mimi nilishanga West Brom iliwafunga 5 aje. Mse anakaza, hiyo 10 man ndio limwest. Anakaza sana. Maze Tuchel. Kori.
Could be the new manager effect. Could be the new manager effect.
But still, he's a very experienced manager.
But
he's an experienced manager, don't forget. Tuchel is an experienced manager. He has a decent crop of players. And he's made a few changes. Amerudisha Kante center CDM. Kante was being played as an 8 by Lampard, as a wide right player. Sijui position ya Kovacic. But Tuchel amemwambia boss, I'm taking you back to where you made your name. Central defensive midfield.
Where you belong.
You see, and he's reviving Havertz. Havertz looks a different player under Tuchel than he was under Lampard. So I can see he's doing a few things right. He has a good, experienced old head in Thiago Silva at the back. Who, yes, he made a mistake against West Brom, but how many of those will he make in a season? So I feel like he has a good crop of players, a decent crop of players, that if you give them time, he can actually take them somewhere. So don't underrate Chelsea, brother. Mimi nimeunderrate na wamekuwa kunifunga mdomo, usiunderrate. But also it also falls back to Madrid as well. Madrid, I didn't actually, if you were asked me in January of this year, if Madrid would have made a Champions League semi-final, I would have slapped you. I'm like, really?
True.
It's really 11 points behind Atletico. They were struggling in the league. They were knocked out of the Copa del Rey. No, they were not knocked out, but they were really struggling in the league. They had lost to Atalanta.
They were knocked out, actually.
Walichapwa
with a small team.
Wakachapwa na Atalanta. So, uko like, hii team jo. So wataweza kweli. Lakini bro, wako semis bro. And like you said, experience and know-how. Zidane has won this thing 4 times. Once as a player, 3 times as a coach. Varane, Casemiro, Modric, Benzema, Asensio even, Ramos. These are guys who've won this thing multiple times. So the experience, the know-how they have. And for me, I think that will be the cutting edge between Chelsea and Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Hiyo itakuwa cutting edge if you ask. Mwando yeye anadai kurudi hata tumrudishe. Tuone kama
I don't think we're going to get a shock kama ile ya Liverpool na AC Milan.
Hata mimi sidhani.
I don't think. I mean right now ni ile experience wako nayo.
Mohammed, can you hear us now?
Yo. Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Nanipata?
Sema. So we were saying, we were just doing a brief overview. Yeah, Madrid and Chelsea, and we were saying, for me, Chelsea has made Thomas Tuchel has made Chelsea solid but not spectacular. They are solid but not spectacular. They are effective but they're not entertaining, but they are very effective. So I was telling Elijah, if you look at Chelsea right now, it's not easy to create chances against them. I just do it. I understand West Brom iliwafunga 5 aje. I was telling Elijah, I don't understand how they scored 5, but it's Allardyce. He does what he does. So Chelsea for me have been very solid. Tuchel has made a few changes here and there. Amerudisha Kante CDM. He's trying to revive Havertz. You know, he has a good goalkeeper at the back. There's a good defensive unit. Reece James, Apple, Chilwell, Thiago Silva, the old head with experience. So there's a bit, he's doing something. He has like a project going on. But do you think it will be enough to get past Real Madrid, Moha?
I don't think so. Personally, because I think this Real Madrid team are using the experience. This past.
That's what Elijah just said. It's exactly what Elijah just said. Experience.
Yeah. If you look at the squad, let's just say the backbone of this Real Madrid team is made up of players, who have won this competition over. 4 times. Kroos, Modric, Ramos, Casemiro. Benzema, Casemiro, the coach himself, Varane, Zidane, the coach. Zidane. So if it was a Real Madrid that had kina Odegaard, sijui kina Ceballos, sijui kina nani, hata sidhani wangekuwa wamefika mahali wamefika. So I think that experience will give them, will really boost them. Chelsea, it's true. Wako, there's some kind of discipline in the in the formation. Exactly, but I feel like they've not gotten a test. Like they've not fallen like 2-0 behind, or in some of these games, especially in the knockouts. Have they? Yeah. In the European game, So I think Porto lost. They haven't lost. So I think Porto did not give them a game in this last round. So again, so I think that can favor them in terms of just freshness, because Real Madrid really had to work hard in this, especially the last game when they were defending and all that.
Who do you have to go through?
I still back Real Madrid.
I am Elijah.
I still back Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, man.
Los Blancos.
Emirates.
Man City, Real Madrid final.
Still loyal.
Wewe umeenda sana, ngoja sijakwambia, tulia. Why you rushing the conversation?
Wewe tunataka kwenda Europa bwana.
Haya, tumemaliza.
Talking about this small tournament.
Hizi tournament za Tuesday na Wednesday, tunataka tournament ya Thursday.
Haya, sawa.
Tournament ndogo bana, vikombe za hapa za mtaani hapa.
Ujui nani anacheza Tuesday, ujui nani anacheza Wednesday. Thursday kila mtu anacheza bro.
Unawasha tournament ya wazito.
Ngoja nitambue watu wameingia hapa.
KFC imeingia.
Tusker wako ndani.
Piga wazito bao ya uchungu.
Wako ndani Tusker bro. Wako ndani. Mutuma Ken anasema Mutuma Ken anasema very nice discussion. Mnambamba sana. Futabanta, shout out to Futabanta. Watu wengine wazito, they are doing also this thing. Shout out to guys, follow Futabanta. Sauce Lukio ameingia, Matsaisi ameingia, and then also who is this? Chrysantas and Tusker FC. All right, now guys,
big up to Sauce,
big up to Short. Big up to Sauce. Guys.
Buda. Tukubatiza Onyango ama Oti.
Naongea haraka sana. Najaribu kuongea haraka ndio tuende mbio. One last thing. Let's talk about Liverpool. We've already talked about Madrid and their experience. Your spine, Casemiro. I saw somewhere at the average age ya Casemiro, Kroos na Modric ni 33.
Are you serious?
No. Modric.
That's bad.
Modric is 35. Kroos is 31.
Is old, kumbe.
Casemiro is 29, my friend. He's 29.
Oh, 29.
So
Modric is what? 36?
35. He's 35.
35.
And Kroos 31.
Wanamuongezea contract extension, sio?
You know why wanamuongezea?
Why?
Ceballos ako chini.
Watamtuma tena loan.
Ni kama jana ukoona Europa League.
Ako chini.
Kama jana uko.
Ako chini. And I've been telling guys.
Awe boy ako chini bro. Lakini
ako chini. Moha, kumbuka nilikwambia na offline. You thought Ceballos would be the new Cazorla. You were so mistaken.
Yeah.
You were so mistaken. Cazorla
first season ya Emery.
Where?
No, not first season. Second season ya Emery.
As we wrap up Champions League, let's just have a word on Liverpool, man. What has happened? What has happened to Liverpool? I can surely. They played against a back four of Madrid that had Valverde, Militao, Nacho, na this guy's called what? This left back.
Mendy.
Na Mendy. They had opportunities to score, but then Liverpool had very serious opportunities to score, but they didn't. We have 18 seconds remaining. What's the problem with Liverpool? We have 15 seconds remaining.
That season effect of Klopp.
That season effect. Moha, do they need freshness? You have 7 seconds.
I think